Hello everyone, in this video we will cover words and phrases to talk about and most importantly write about problems and solutions. This is very common type of questions on IELTS as well as TOEFL, Cambridge Advanced Examination and basically any language test or language exam. Therefore, it is highly important that you have the vocabulary to express your ideas. We will start with a set of phrases and words that you can use to introduce a problem. And the first one we will take is to reach unprecedented levels, which means to reach levels never seen before. For example, I can say over the past several decades, urbanization has reached unprecedented levels. Of course, instead of urbanization, you can put any problem that you want to introduce. Over the past several months, instead of decades, for example, the number of people suffering from stress and stress-related illnesses has reached unprecedented levels. Or, for example, over the past several years, environmental pollution has reached unprecedented levels. To affect, to have an influence on someone or on something. For example, droughts are a serious problem for the local community. Farmers and market gardeners are affected the most. If you are already at an advanced level or a proficiency level, you can even make this structure a bit more complex and say droughts present a serious problem for the local community, with farmers and market gardeners being affected the most. So once again, to affect. Another example, most experts agree that environmental pollution and congestion are the most significant problems for city dwellers as they affect everyone on a daily basis. Of course, here, instead of environmental pollution and congestion, you can introduce any problem that you have. To decrease the quality of life, to make life worse. For example, I believe that stress and stress-related issues are the main problems in the 21st century as they significantly decrease the quality of life. To be a major challenge, or to be one of the major challenges, to be one of the main problems. For example, few will deny that stress is one of the major challenges in the 21st century. Or it seems to me that traffic congestion and environmental pollution are the major challenges of urban life. An alarming issue is a problem which causes worry and concern as well as fear. For example, plastic pollution is becoming an increasingly alarming issue which threatens the health of our ecosystems and organisms. Or another example, with increasing urbanization and industrialization, environmental deterioration is becoming an alarming issue. And here, deterioration is a noun, and the verb is to deteriorate. And to deteriorate means to get worse. And deterioration is the process of becoming or getting worse. For example, I can say, unfortunately, the health of children is deteriorating in many areas across the globe. And for a noun, deterioration, I can say excessive intake of refined sugars lead to early deterioration of brain cells. Scarcity is another very useful word, especially when you are talking or writing about problems and solutions. It means a lack of something and refers to a situation in which there isn't enough of something or something is not easy to find and not easy to get. For example, I can say Germany experiences a scarcity of skilled workers, or the scarcity of water is an increasingly alarming issue across the globe. To deal with difficulties or to deal with problems means to face problems or to experience problems. For example, cities increasingly have to deal with such problems as traffic jams and environmental pollution. Now let's cover some of the phrases and words that we can use to introduce a solution to a problem. And the most common one, of course, is to take measures, or you can also use it in the passive voice and say measures need to be taken, measures have to be taken. And to take measures means to take steps, to take some actions to solve the problem, or at least to try to solve the problem. For example, I can say measures have to be taken to address these growing pressures and challenges, or measures have to be taken to ensure that cities can deal with these growing challenges and pressures. It is high time. If you say that it is high time to do something, or it is high time something was done, you say in a very emphatic way that you believe that some actions should have been taken a long time in the past, but they still haven't been taken. For example, I can say it is high time measures were taken to decrease environmental pollution. I believe that people should have taken measures a long time ago in the past, but it still hasn't been done. For example, I can also say it is high time the government adopted a more humanitarian approach towards victims of the recession. Or it is high time measures were taken to ensure that every child has an opportunity to attend extracurricular activities. Or it is high time we took some measures to clean our cities. to tackle an issue means to try to deal with the problem. For example, there are several ways of tackling this issue, or there are several ways to tackle this issue. The first paramount step towards something means the most important step. For example, improving public transit is the first paramount step towards making densely populated urban areas more livable. Paramount is a very good adjective that you can use a lot when introducing a problem or suggesting a solution. You can also say reducing budget deficit is paramount, or reducing budget deficit is of paramount importance. Now let's put it into practice. You will hear a sentence and you will need to choose an option A, B, or C with the most suitable word or phrase to fill in the gaps. You will be given some time. You can also pause the video if you need extra time. And after that, you will hear and you will see the correct answer to the question. The vocabulary that we will use in this exercise are the words and collocations that we have covered in this video. So let's get started. Number 1. Plastic pollution in world's oceans has reached over the past 15 years. It is a legally binding treaty was made to stop the harmful waste. Pause the video if you need more time, and the correct answer is has reached unprecedented levels, and it is high time. High gas prices, everyone on a daily basis. Pause the video if you need more time, and the correct answer is a fact. Increasing unemployment and food shortages will for millions of people. Pause the video if you need more time, and the correct answer is decrease the quality of life. Environmental pollution and increasing inequality are of the 21st century. Pause the video if you need more time, and the correct answer is are the major challenges. The mental health of adolescents is that has recently drawn a lot of attention. Pause the video if you need more time, and the correct answer is an increasingly alarming issue. The of water is emerging as a global economic threat. Pause the video if you need more time, and the correct answer is the scarcity of water. Most cities are similar difficulties. Pause the video if you need more time, and the correct answer is dealing. That's it for today. Remember, the more you practice, the easier and more natural it will be for you to use these words and expressions not only on the exam or on a test, but also in everyday speech. Therefore, take a minute and make your own sentences with the phrases, collocations, and expressions we have learned in this video. If you want, you can leave them in the comment section below, or you can just write them down. Once again, writing helps you to memorize new words better than simply typing on a computer or on a phone. Therefore, it does make sense to write, just handwrite sentences. But if you don't have a chance to write it down by hand, you don't want to, you can just leave them here in the comment section. Whatever you do helps. The more you practice, the better. And remember, perseverance is always the key, especially when it comes to learning a foreign language. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.